Let's see if I can actually do this without cringing out. Because unfortunately, up until now, every time I try to do this, I feel like I need to die. I feel like I need to be executed. So, the actual unspeakable worst thing that ever could have happened did happen. I bought Dramatical Murder thinking I was gonna do this whole fucking thing where I play it and then I rate the characters and I talk about how much I love this game. Well, gotcha, bitch, because it's actually not compatible with Mac. So anyway, I fucking hate Apple and I hope they disappear. Average Fujo when they can't play their BL game. So the intention was tier list the characters after letting everyone have a little taste in 2026 of what these guys had to offer. Unfortunately, I can't do that for anyone today because I can't play the game, but just know that there's an alternate universe out there where I would have Fujo'd out. So, without further ado, the Dramatical Murder tier list. Lesbian rates Dramatical Murder characters in 2026. Right off the bat, I don't know if I give a fuck about any of these guys, so let's just I don't care. Okay, so from about here to the end, don't gaff. My rating is, hey, we'll put Ren in there. D, I don't give a fuck. Okay, like, what's a side character but a little zest to the world? For what they're meant to do, they're great. Other than Granny, though. she's staying. To begin, Yaoi Jesus himself, Alba Saragaki. Could I have said that any more westernized? Probably not. He is going in A tier. A for Alba. A for Alba. There's something so fucking funny about a BL protagonist so confused that he's gay, even though he's taking it up the rear end. There's nothing more sexy than a guy being like,
oh, I'm so embarrassed about having sex. Sex is so fucking embarrassing.
He's just got the toot. He's got the toot, he's got the sass. He has a beautiful voice.
Boys love game.
Let's not think about the English dub of the anime.
What is it, Alba?
Well, I'm just looking at some chairs here.
His voice actor does an incredible job. And in terms of protagonists, he's not really a protagonist that I like project myself onto. He is just his own character for me, and I want him to have the best time. Moving on. Noise. This is actually tough. And okay, before I get into any of the meat and potatoes, because this is serious. This is when it gets serious. I am a puss, okay? Even if I like Dramatical Murder, even if I think it's cool and fun, I personally don't have a taste for spooky, scary, dead dove do not eat vibe things. It makes me uncomfortable. So just know that I'm keeping that in mind when I look at these fellas. If they've done anything that would make me want to kill them in real life, they've soured. So, and a lot of these boys have done such a thing. So all that to say, Noise is going in B. I'm sure he's like the most prized character. Everyone loves Noise. He has to be the most popular. What should this, but B for best. B for best. Not funny. Whatever. There's something weird about being older than some of these characters. I think Alba is 23, but Noise is 19 years old. And I am not. I am unk. Other than that, his gimmick, his
I don't feel anything. All I feel is in my tongue.
That, it's T. His vibe is awesome. And as an aside,
once when I was a teenager, I went, oof, I'm cringing at myself just thinking about it. I went to this party, and when we got there, there was this kid with a Noise hat on, And when I tell you the monkey brain activated, it was serious. I at first complimented his hat, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. I love your hat. I love noise. And this kid was like, wow, thanks. Not really geeking out as much as I wanted to, so I was like, okay, this is not my moment. And then I tried again to make a joke about his hat. I cannot remember what it was, and he just like didn't hear me. And so after that, I was just like, stop talking, stop trying to befriend this beautiful boy just because you like his fucking hat. This boy doesn't know you.
Being a weird fucking chud aside, the reason he is in B, if you know, you know, in Reconnect, in Reconnect, he did a little something, you know, he, how do I describe this in a non-spoilery way? He sort of toyed with consent in a way I didn't like. I don't find it super engaging when Alba's literally having a mental breakdown and Noise is like,
You're questioning my affection for you, kitten? You should never. Here's your punishment.
I simply was not down. I like a boy who sits the fuck down and loves and cherishes. Let's just say that. Noise is in B. Noise is in B because as much as I like him, he's not my favorite, and he did that one thing in his Reconnect route. Shouldn't have done that. You would have been an A. Next, Kojaku.
Well, what the hell, what?
I'm scared. I'm actually like scared. Kojaku is going in C, unfortunately. I feel like the Kojaku gang is a fierce nation. I'm terrified. I'm terrified to say that he's C. The other day, I was on Tumblr and I came across a Tumblr post about Kojaku, and one of the notes was literally, a character like him is more interesting if he ends up alone. And truly I happen to agree, especially the added layer of queerness onto this. There's something so tragic about him just pining in perpetuity. I like it. And as a love interest, he's just not that interesting to me. Maybe I just never have been super interested in a childhood friend trope. Not my vibe, but huge for those who care. Also, the reason he's in C, we're going back to Consent Town. In his route, you know, he went boy mode a bit. he went a little crazy in his possessiveness, in his behavior. As a lesbian, I, again, am not projecting onto Alba. I'm not thinking, ugh,
These are my fucking boyfriends, like my boyfriends for life.
they're not my boyfriends, they're his boyfriend. If Alba was my bestie and Kojaku was doing what he did in his route, and then Alba came back to me and told me that that happened, I would have many words to say. These characters are not real, so obviously I sound fucking mental when I say it, but that's just how I feel. Also, ooh, his feet. Ugh. I hate feet. I think they're fucking gnarly and disgusting. He needs to put them away. Maybe he would be in B if he didn't have his toes out all the time, and if I didn't have to see his long ass fucking dogs. No. Boot. He's fine though. He's a silly guy and I like him better just being a pining, like, heteronormative king. Why not?
You think I'm gonna take that from a guy who looks like a giant toilet brush? At least I know how to use the toilet. Is that right? That doesn't explain why you've got a diaper on your head, does it?
Hey, you two should kiss!
We're moving on to the go. I think based on this tier list, everyone could have predicted that Clear was gonna go in S. Guess what? I have a cleared android and I have an Alban android. And they sit together and they're in love. And that's just all there is to say. If we scoot past his bad ending, let's just pretend that never happened, because that was probably the worst bad ending of them all. If we just pretend Clear loves this boy, he's sweet, he's kind, he's whimsical, he's trying to do his best. He doesn't know everything, he gets it wrong at times, but he's not being malicious in any instance as far as I remember. He's just a little guy. And there's something so sweet about two little guys falling in love. I would let him play board games with me and my friends. I would let him into my little gay group and we would go to the gay club together and have an excellent fucking time. He's the best. He's the best and I love him. Don't don't talk to me about his bad root. Just don't talk to me about it. We're not gonna think about that, okay?
This might shock you, but this isn't my actual face.
What?
Yes, I treat cheating on a test like I treat a heist. And every good heist has a man on the inside. And that's me. I'm inside. A man. The man is me. I'm inside.
And now the one I'm so actually scared for, Mink. Oh my god. Liberal. Okay. All those things I said about not liking when characters are mean and twisted and evil, hey, that's kind of Mink's entire deal. But something that I have like over the years stewed on, you can really tell I'm a loser because I've thought about this so much, is like the differences between Mink in the core game and then Mink in Reconnect. They just feel like two different characters to me. That is character development. I acknowledge that, but I simply just can't get over the wicked, twisted evil of his root. It just makes me sick to think about. Like, Kojaku had his toes out and was a little fucking possessive. This guy did everything possible to rock Alba's shit intentionally.
It was an ends to a means.
Yeah, I get it.
A man. The man is me. I'm inside.
Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. Oh, God. Okay. So, if you don't know, this guy is the dog. This guy is actually the dog, and even worser, this guy... Ooh, my digital footprint, no. This little doggy is actually residing in Alba's dead twin brother's body. I love Ren. Which goes against everything I stand for because I'm speechless. The incest aspect kills me. It kills me. When I remember it, I feel sick to my fucking stomach. Ren aligns with Clear in that he is just... Now I feel like I'm eating my own boot because I'm really... Maybe Ren isn't my favorite. Oh no. Okay, Ren... Hey, brothers together. Brothers together. Ren does what he does. I think, to me, I just find their relationship together so sweet and cute. And maybe that's because they're the same person and also brothers and also an owner and a dog. Like, maybe there's a lot of background here, but he doesn't fit the same mold to me as like Kojaku, like as a childhood friend. There's something about Ren being a protector and just loving Alba so much. I don't know. I've never had to really pick apart why I like him. Now I feel fucking weird. I'm realizing now that Clear is gonna have to be S and no one else. Mizuki! I don't feel any particular way about him. B. I've consumed so much Dramatical Murder content, but I have never seen Mizuki's root in Recode. So I know that there's some homosexual activity going on there, but I am just not privy to it. I'm sure if I got a taste, I would understand. Hey, let's pull Sly back up. I wasn't gonna rate him, but there's something about Sly and Mizuki that is intriguing to me, but I just don't have enough information to make a call on it. So, hey, for shits and gigs, these two can be together, even though I'm not rating Sly. It's all Alba. I like all of Alba. I like when he's a fucking freak. I like when he's not. That's my take, but they're just gonna kiss over here. I also don't know if I have that many opinions on him. I'll put him here. I think he, oof, ew, seeing them, oh no, he has to actually be, no, okay. The brothers are beside each other in a platonic way. They are not being sandwiched between his boyfriend, no. And they're not being, no, okay. You don't get to interact with Sei that much, so you're not getting the full breadth and depth of whatever he could be, but he seems sweet and a deeply tragic character. He'll be in the back with bro. Is this, ooh, am I a fake fan? Tay? Miss Grandma? She actually can go in S, fuck it. Does Dramatical Murder pass the Bechdel test? I genuinely don't know. Have two women talked in Dramatical Murder not about a man? So much to think about.